Or is it just a plan?
I'm working the plan, but I haven't gotten results yet.
All right, we now call cause number 19-31817, State of Texas versus Ashley Nicole Mack. You are Miss Mack
Yes, sir.
present
Yes.
with Ms. LeBlanc, your probation officer. And what we have here is a review of status. I received an administrative hearing notice from probation office dated in June that stated that a judicial review should be conducted for the court to determine if the defendant would be allowed to use medical marijuana. Also apply all payments received to restitution until restitution balance has been paid in full. Extend the probation term 1 year to give the defendant additional time to pay fees and complete community service. All right, so what are we here for today? What do I need to do?
Your Honor, we had the hearing on June 10th of 2025 in regards to Ms. Mack's original term of probation coming to an end. And it was just a lack of progress, a lack of continuing to test positive. And then we learned that she had prescription for medical marijuana. And she did provide them information from the medical marijuana information that we did request as it pertained to her diagnosis and everything else.
Why didn't we know about that ahead of time?
I can't answer that, Judge.
Yes, you can.
No,
Your life
I gave everyone in Houston all my documentation.
in Houston.
Yes, sir. I gave that.
Who's in Houston? Is that where her?
Courtesy supervision is provided by Harris County.
All right, since I know I trust these people here, and courtesy supervision sometimes I don't have any communication with generally with the people who are doing courtesy supervision, but I do that to help you because there's some jurisdictions where they say, I don't care where you live, you can live in Alaska, but you're going to report to Beaumont every month. Figure it out. Well, I don't do it that way. I try to accommodate people and when they move and you move to Houston, but I can guarantee you Houston is overwhelmed with issues over there. And that's why I'm glad I'm here. And these are people I trust who are 93% successful on probation cases for success in probation, which is fabulous number. So it's not never their fault. It's going to be the probation. Here, what do I need to do?
Your Honor, we have the documentation. It's provided by the med marijuana. And she went through the legal channels of the Texas original, getting it from the authorized dealers, and providing the medical diagnosis from the web doctor that she met with, which diagnosed the medical marijuana reason was for PTSD. The documentation that we have that Ms. Mack has previously provided consent forms that we obtained from the Post Oak Care Center, which I believe is the psychiatric hospital in Houston. The PTSD is not diagnosed in those documents. So throughout her probation, she has had a history of testing positive before the medical marijuana dating back to 2021, I believe. And the concern is now we have a diagnosis of PTSD. As per your requirements of having a medical marijuana, she's to obtain a GPS and surrender her driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
So Ms. Mack is unemployed and obviously has financial constraints with that requirement, as a GPS does run about $370 a month. Currently, she is severely delinquent in an amount of
over 4,000 in restitution.
$6,353.99.
For restitution?
No, no, sir. The restitution alone is the $2,888.99.
but the total amount is $4,803.99. Has she paid on that?
Yes, sir. She's paid $1,915 of
Okay,
that.
it's reduced almost half, almost.
Yes, sir. And she does have children as well.
Do you understand, if medical marijuana is going to be used by you and approved, you know, you can't operate a 4,000-pound missile, a car. You can't operate a vehicle because it's intoxicating. The cannabis, the formulation, the chemical makeup of, you know, marijuana can be intoxicating. So you can't drive a vehicle. You understand that?
Yes, I don't have a vehicle.
Because that would, having a prescription and driving and then getting in an accident, something bad happened, would not be a defense for you. That, well, I had a prescription for it. Just like anybody gets a prescription for a controlled substance, misusing it is puts you into liability. So somebody else is going to have to, if you're going to use this, somebody's going to have to drive you around for you to get transported to work or wherever. So what are you doing about income?
Unfortunately, Judge, right now I'm donating plasma.
Ma'am?
I'm donating plasma to pay my bills and take care of my daughter.
How many dependents do you have?
One that is in my home. I have one that just went to college, one that had a baby. I just take care for one at the moment.
There is no other income you have?
No, sir.
Well,
I have transportation and childcare issues that we get in the
okay, but you've got one in college. Is there another child that's in your home?
Yes, my 3-year-old.
3-year. What about the father of that child?
He's not
Worthless?
present or active.
He's not paying?
But I do have a case on him, but no, sir.
Man, I'm sorry.
I do have a child support case open, but he's not.
He's not supporting the child. He's just worthless.
Yes, sir.
He's able to work,
He works. He's a truck driver.
but he's not paying.
Correct.
What are you doing about enforcing that order?
I'm waiting on a court.
Where did that happen? Is that in Harris County?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Okay. Could take a while.
It's already been 2 years. She cleared all that. She said, okay.
Well, I would think most courts have little or no tolerance for the people who are not paying their natural and lawful obligations, like having an income and then not paying for their child. I find that terrible. That is about as condemning an act of insolence that needs to be dealt with severely, because everyone else is going to have to pay for that fact. Support child has to have support. Somebody's going to have to pay for it. And it's going to cost, which means everybody else, except for the person who was obligated by nature and law, who is supposed to be responsible. This court gets angry just thinking about that. What do we do today in this little?
Your Honor, the medical records that we have are dating back to when we had a case review on her from 2022. At that point in time, we worked with her. She was pregnant with a 3-year-old. And at that point in time, we were going to have a mental health evaluation along with a substance abuse evaluation. Those haven't been done. My concern is based on those records from 2022.
To update the status of her need.
Yes, sir. And then now with the medical marijuana doctor saying the diagnosis is only PTSD, that's concerning, because originally she had a diagnosis that included 4 different mental health issues or diagnoses. I'm sorry. But
she sounds like she's getting better.
Can I?
It's down to one disorder now that the doctor was saying.
According to the documentation from the medical marijuana doctor.
Wow.
And it is the diagnosis that the medical marijuana doctor provided is a approved diagnosis.
Treating.
Yes, sir.
What'd you want to say?
About the
You lost your train.
That's her apologize.
about the diagnosis from 2022 versus today.
What do you want to do today?
Well, Your Honor, we came to you to have a ruling on the medical marijuana. If I think having a GPS is going to add additional
Yeah.
financial constraints to
Why
her,
do we want a GPS? Do you?
because that's
I know
what
it
you
is
add.
normally in what is the concern we have for her on that a GPS would be preventative of.
Your Honor, that's based on your directive from the court. If for an individual to have medical marijuana authorized, you require that they have a GPS and surrender their driver's license.
Yeah, that is a fact. If that's going to happen, I'm not going to. If you're going to drive illegally, and you're going to have a problem with me. But I'm not going to let you use controlled substances, even if it is deemed to be something that a medical representative would diagnose and also order as treatment. But that's just what I always do, because shame on me. You get in a wreck, you've got drugs in your system, and if it's your fault, somebody's going to ask is going to demand who's to blame. And if you say, well, the court said it was okay for me to do it, then it's going to be mine. I'm not going to be to blame, because it can happen. And we've got to protect the good of the majority of the people. Everybody's out there driving, and we trust each other that we're going to be operating these 4,000-pound missiles responsibly and sober. And if you've got medical marijuana in you, that's an inebriant. That can cause you to be to impair your driving ability. So you can't drive if you're going to do that. You're going to have to get another way to move to get transported.
I don't have a car anymore, and I took Greyhound here, so I get around.
Well, you can't operate a motor vehicle if you're going to be taking and using the prescription of medical marijuana on my watch. You just don't.
Understood.
And you can understand why. I mean, it's like me saying, yeah, go ahead and drink alcohol. It's okay. Then you go out and have a wreck, and because of the inebriation, I'm not going to be responsible for that, especially since I don't drink alcohol. I don't want to do that. And I don't want others. We all have a trust and a informal agreement when we're out on the roads that we're going to be concerned about our well-being and all the other drivers. And we have to use every bit of attentiveness and ability when we're driving, especially, my God, in Houston. I know what that's like. It's like the Indianapolis 500, where people have never driven before. It's chaotic. It can be chaotic. There's so many cars, so many. Anyway, so that's the orders of the court. That's what's going to happen. So what do we do now?
Can you clarify what the order of the court is going to be?
She can't operate a motor vehicle if she's going to use medical marijuana. If she's going to use medical marijuana, she can't operate a vehicle.
As it relates to the GPS, are you ordering a GPS or no?
Thank you, Judge.
Not under these circumstances. What are we going to do about trying to pay back this restitution, which is very important?
Would you like to know other things that I'm doing? I'm not sure how to answer.
No, do you have a plan?
Yes, sir.
Is it working? Or is it just a plan?
I'm working the plan, but I haven't gotten results yet. I'm applying for jobs daily. I received a scholarship.
Yeah, I would wish you would do something other than just make income by donating your blood. I wish she could do something else, you know, really for your,
But I've applied for programs for childcare. I'm also applying for jobs. I'm doing, it's like a
we'll keep
chef,
doing what?
a chef
Keep,
thing online.
keep trying. And something will happen. What is your skill that you have that you can, that an employer?
I have a lot of trades now. Even though I'm losing my license, I did get my CDL in the last couple of years. I've learned to do hair, learned to do nails.
Well, you see, once again, there's a way to avoid that is not to, if you're going to have to then not use medical marijuana. That would be it. But it's, I can't allow this that can affect your ability to operate a 4,000-pound missile
And
responsibly.
I completely understand that. I lost the CDL path once I had a child because I can't go on the road. So
All right. So what do we do? Let's review this in about 3 months to see where we are. Okay.
Yes, sir. And in that meantime, I'll try to get with Miss Mack and get her current psychiatrist and get more updated records as it relates to her mental diagnosis. And then obtain the prescription. I'm sure she has renewed it since July. It actually expired in July 9th. Yeah. And we just need to get that current information. But Judge, we would ask that Ms. Mack complete, as Harris County requested, a mental health evaluation as well as the substance abuse evaluation.
Okay. How's she going to do that?
Harris County would set that up
Oh, okay.
and refer.
All right.
She actually was referred, I believe, one time before, and it just didn't get it. So we just asked the court to reiterate that that needs to be done.
Okay. I'm reiterating
Thank you.
that needs to be done.
yes, sir.
Okay. But in 3 months, I'm going to note this. Was that done?
Yes,
Because we're doing a bunch of reiterating here. Okay.
sir.
Just get it done. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Jay Nelson.
Please. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.